Alright guys, James and Justin here, your favorite spiritual analysts on all things culturally relevant. And today we're going to be reacting to a new Tom MacDonald song called The Man in the Sky.
We've reacted to his music before.
Yeah, probably more than any of our other music reactions, like in terms of like people. He's got a lot of attention. I pick Tom MacDonald songs because he's good at picking fascinating subjects.
Has he ever commented on a video that we've reacted to?
No, he's not, but I'd love to have him as a guest on the show.
Yeah. We've had that.
Fellow Canadians.
We've had that happen where people comment on a video that we've reacted to.
Yeah. No, I like the subjects, even though I may not always like agree with what he's talking about. I like the fact that he puts like deeper, questions out into the ethos for people to kind of like think about. And his music's good. So anyway, we won't keep you guys waiting. Let's get into it.
There's a man on TV at a desk in a suit. He lies through his teeth and they still call it the news. And there's a man in a white coat whose medicine kills. He loves when you're sick cause you pay for his pills. There's a man at the bank who will give you a loan so that you'll buy a house and then he'll take your home. There's a man who wants you spending your life online. Those are searching for truth but controls what you find. We'll be fine, babe, but if we don't make it through. There's a man in a church who I really hope told me the truth. Said there's a man in the sky watching over me and you. It don't help if you can fly, 'cause way past the moon. And there's men here on the ground that just wanna burn it down. They want money, they want power, don't want no one else allowed. We'll be fine, babe, I'll be the man for you. There's a man in a court.
All right. So he starts off, talking about kind of like the manipulative tactics that society can use to like kind of get you trapped and do all this stuff that you do. And then before he goes into the chorus, he talks a little bit about like, I hope what this pastor at church said that's true, that there's a man in the sky or whatever like that. And the interesting thing about that is because the whole concept and the idea, at least I think sometimes from an agnostic or atheist view, if they were like in a debate, would be that can be a tool that can be used to manipulate someone. And you asked before we even started this, is Tom MacDonald a Christian? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm not sure what his like spiritual views are. He has done some religious stuff before, like not like full on Christian, but like mentioned, God and stuff and church and in his songs. I'm not sure, but in terms of like the world and the manipulative tactics that can be used, I think, in religion it can be used to manipulate you, and even in the scientific field. I was talking with someone in our comments today after we had done a video about, is there any question you can't ask? And someone had said something about, like spirituality and religious people, they try to use unaskable questions to try and like manipulate. And I wrote back, well, you can also do it with like business and science, and you can become ideological about anything and use it in your favor to try and manipulate people to get them to do certain things. Right?
When I was a young Christian, I used to think I'll just pose some questions like, there's a man in the sky, and it's like, don't play dumb, you know what he means, but just hang on for a sec here. Yeah. A male man, like a male human man in the sky? Not a human, not like that. It's like, well, how large is he? It's not about large. He's in a different realm. Okay, so in this other spiritual realm, does he need a mouth? Because we use mouths to do what I'm doing right now, talk, and to eat, and then defecate. Yeah. Does he have sex organs? What would be the point of that? I thought he could speak. I thought the word universe was spoken. Why spoken into? Why would you assume it's a man? Why wouldn't it be a giant bumblebee in the sky? Why wouldn't it be a giant molecule in the sky? Why would it have any human attributes at all in the sky and all be a man? You know what I mean? I'm not trying to criticize Tom MacDonald. I think he's way more talented than me, but I'm criticizing the ideology. And I hope there isn't a man in the damn sky, because that would be a psychopathic man in the sky. He'd be like, behold, especially if he's got rules. You know what I mean? If there's a cosmic man, then hopefully that's not true. But if they do exist, I hope that they have no rules.
Yeah.
Because if they got rules, what are we even are we even doing?
Yeah. That's one, like, I understand what you're saying about kind of like the way of looking at it. But there is also another way where you could kind of maybe try to also spin it in a positive route where whether or not it's a man or anything, maybe there is some type of benevolent force beyond all of us that wants something good. Because he's pointing out how we kind of like lie and cheat to each other here on Earth on certain elements. But maybe this song is pointing to something that, maybe there's something way beyond this. That is kind of like overseeing this thing for maybe a positive purpose.
Language is important.
Yeah, I hear you.
The way you explain something's important.
Yeah.
And I think if what you mean is something overarching that's got our back, I think you should get a little more specific. Just my own suggestion.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? This is me reacting. I'm not saying this to him. I believe that I get a sense of where he's coming from.
Yeah.
And you're right. There's poetic ways of explaining things, But just for our viewers and people that are interested in what I happen to think, I'm hoping there's no man in the sky or woman or cosmic bumblebee. I hope that there's nothing like that in the sky, because that would be like rough to deal with. That would make things very confusing. And probably lead to a lot of battles and wars, especially if people like believed in that.
Yeah.
I think people should maybe let that go. But that's getting up there. You're starting to like transcend ideology, which is a tall ask. Seems like these days we're still working it out.
Lord sworn to uphold the law, but he's crooked as a fence post and don't do his job. There's a man in a classroom who should know the facts, but he's brainwashing kids, teaching English and math. There's a man in your phone who hears everything you say. He knows everywhere you go, every joke you ever made. There's a man with a bloodline that owns the whole world. Every airplane and building and gold brick and pearl. Will be fine, babe, but if we don't make it through. There's a man in a church who I really hope told me the truth. Said there's a man in the sky watching over me and you. It don't help if you can fly. He's way past the moon. And there's men here on the ground that just want to burn it down. They want money, they want power, don't want no one else allowed. We'll be fine, babe. I'll be the man for you. Pray that the man in the sky's watching over us tonight, 'cause there's people looking down on us for fighting for what's right. Hold the line, babe, and I'll hold on to you. There's a man in the clouds and I hope he's looking down, 'cause there's people here on earth who trying to put us in the ground. We'll be fine, babe, I won't let go of you. Said there's a man in the sky watching over me and you. It don't help if you can fly. He's way past the moon. And there's men here on the ground that just want to burn it down. They want money, they want power, don't want no one else allowed. We'll be fine, babe, I'll be the man for you.
Tom MacDonald makes a good song, man. That will do well. I could see that appealing to a lot of people. It sounds good. He's talented.
I like his ability to be able to like change styles on a dime. I like he's like singing essentially in that one, playing a guitar, where in other ones he's like, got some hardcore.
Yeah, I kind of like that about Post Malone too. Like they're similar, able to change styles, and he's freaking talented. It sounds good. Yeah. I would assume this song would do well and appeal to a lot of people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. And do you think there was any symbology there in with him? What was it? Why did he pick a farm with like goats and sheep around it?
I think it reflects the vibes of the song. It's like sometimes it's almost like, well, this is just my interpretation.
Yeah.
That it's like a folksy type of wisdom. Like things aren't that complicated.
Yeah.
People in suits lying to you. And the man at the church tells you somebody's looking at it. I'll take care of these animals. We'll be a traditional, what is that? Nuclear family.
Yeah.
One man, one woman. No nonsense about anything different than that. Watch me take care of these goats. And there's like good damn reasons for thinking that way. I'm not arguing that. Like I'm not trying to invalidate anybody's opinion.
Yeah.
But I'm just so happy to be interested in the truth that can't likely be boiled down into like some contemporary ideology.
Yeah. There's also like it's easy to look sometimes at the world and see like the dark sides of everything. I think it's important also to remember that there is a light side to that darkness too, and also when you are like pointing out, like I see manipulation here or fraud and lying and cheating here, yeah, it's good to be able to like see that and recognize that stuff, but it's also like another step to see that where does that reside in you? Where does that reside in you? Where do you see those things out there? And if your answer is, well, I'm perfect, like
perfectly said, because I will direct you towards Christ's words. Why do you call me good? No man is good.
Yeah.
Christ said, why do you call me good?
Yeah.
Why would they even put that in there? It like contradicts their claims that he was perfect. And he's like, why do you call me good? No man's good. And it's like, yeah, but you see, he was just, if we're going to notice the tendency to move things around to fit something that is really just based on your own survival or your own egoic survival. Yeah. You can reach higher. But in the meantime, grab a goat, milk it, and listen to this and enjoy yourself.
Super deep on this Tom MacDonald song.
I'm always going to do that. Yeah. I'm always going to go deeper than anybody wants.
That's why you guys watch, right? Let us know down in the comments what you think, how you like this video. And if you did like our reaction here, please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, share this with a friend, and everyone till next time,
stay spiritual.